Good day, everybody. It's Trent Klarenbach with Klarenbach Research. Today is July the 23rd, 2025, and it's been a busy week, couple weeks with Ag Emotion last week and some, processing and videos and podcasts I've been doing here lately, but the market really hasn't been that exciting. But let's take a look at canola. This is the Canola Futures continuous chart. It is the monthly charts. Each candlestick represents 1 month in duration, but it's kind of interesting to me here. So look at this. For you new to the channel here, let's take a look at some technical analysis features. So you'll see these horizontal lines. What they represent is a Fibonacci retracement level. So when I draw from the Fibonacci retracement tool from the high in May 22 to the low in September 24, you can see we have these Fibonacci levels. And so here's the thing, we draw the line down to here, but these previous levels are lined up, the previous resistance and support, and are lined up nicely with these Fibonacci retracement tool, this indicator that's drawn after the fact. It's just I can't explain why this works, but it really helps confirm and validate why I use technical analysis and why I use some of these tools, because you draw it in the future and it lines up with the past. I mean, it's quite remarkable. So right now the price is finding some resistance. It's really kind of been hanging around the $700 level for quite some time here. And, there's a Fibonacci level here. Imagine that, right? Acted as resistance here, a little bit of support, resistance, and now it's acting as support, I would argue, at the moment. Probably more important is this blue line here. This is the anchored volume weighted average price from the May 22 high. And right now on the monthly chart, we're finding some support from that. The buyers are keeping the price above that level. Why is that important? Because this line represents the average price paid per contract of canola since the week of May the 2nd, 2022. A little more than 3 years ago. But it's important because what happened is basically the long position holders have been underwater for 3 years. Now they got back to breaking even and they're supporting the price. It's essentially one way to understand it. You look for some possible resistance overhead. I have the 700 or 800 level and this 50-month moving average up about around 775, 780. So I've been talking 780. 800 for quite some time, and it's not happening as quick as I would like it, but nonetheless, I think it's still in the works. Look at the weekly chart here for a little more context. And yeah, we'll get into these lines here. I can maybe talk about them now. But remember how we identified this gray box here. Well, we identified it somewhere back here in April or March as a possible resistance level, and we did. We got to this level, came back down, tested the top of it, found more resistance, and now we're struggling to get back above it. But I think we can get there. Let's look at the daily chart. The daily chart maybe doesn't give me as much hope, but nonetheless, we're trading below this green 50-day moving average. We really want to get above that green 50-day moving average. That's around let's say 709, 708 right now. We need to get it back above it. It's acted as some sort of resistance back here last Friday, so we really want to get back above it. And we're finding resistance from that 50-day moving average and the 700 level because it's a psychologically important number. This light blue line here represents the VWAP from the high back in June 20th, and you can see today the price got bought up. Once we got back to that high from June 20th, the selling stopped or started. So we failed to break above there. I kind of like this consolidation here. I don't know if maybe this is kind of a head and shoulders thing going on here. I'm not entirely sure. It could be. Yeah, maybe you scrunch it up like this. It looks like a left shoulder ahead, right shoulder. Maybe the neckline's kind of drawn something like this. Buddy had the neckline drawn. I think I would draw my neckline like this. Buddy had his drawn, something like this, which could very well be the case. But nonetheless, it's kind of in a no trade zone for me. I got a small long position going on in that sample portfolio account, which I'll give you an update later, but I think it's really indecisive for me. Once we get back above, well, let's say 710, 712, then I'm going to become bullish again. And then my conviction of 780, 800 certainly strengthens. It's becoming, but I think it can still get there, but my conviction is getting weaker the longer we stay below this 50-day moving average and we fail to close above the 700 level. Hopefully that made some sense to you, gave you a little background of technical analysis, gave you this opinion, which is a little indecisive right now because the market's moving sideways. It's not telling us enough information about the direction of the future trend. My name is Trent Klarenbach, sunny in Saskatoon. Life's good.